And we are live out here rocking out to listening to Travis Green right now. Made it way. I'm gonna turn that off. But this is actually the first time I'm on live on multiple platforms at once. So I'm actually excited about this. But I'm just jumping on here really briefly to add some value, to be of some of assistance, to encourage some folk, especially during this time that we're in with obviously COVID-19 and everything that's going on. I just had finished recording a podcast episode, and I just wanted to get on here and add some additional value. Add some value. And if you don't catch the live stream, obviously you can play this back. If you jump on the live stream, then I need you to go ahead and share this for me, simply because we never know who this message may bless. We never know who needs to hear what I have to say, who needs to hear what's going on. So if you can, please share this. Please do. I have it streaming on a few different platforms, including my YouTube page, which is Nate Evans Jr. But I'm going to jump right into it. And as you can see, the title is 3 Steps to Build Resiliency Today, like right now. Like, I'm going to give you 3 very, very, very practical steps that you can utilize today. Again, during this time of COVID-19, a lot of people are extremely stressed. Anxiety is really high right now. Mental health issues are on the rise, and I understand the importance of resiliency. I mean, that's my testimony. That's my story. It's a story of resiliency. That's what building muscle is all about. It's about building your mind, building your spirit, breaking things down just to get stronger and continue to move forward. And I wanted to get on here again and share these things with you. So again, I have 3 very important steps, and it's going to help you today, right? And the first step is do not deviate from your success routine. Right. I'm gonna read that back. I'm gonna read it back because I really want you to get this. Do not deviate from your success routine. Before COVID-19, before all of this happened, before the government, shut things down and we couldn't go back outside, a lot of you, I would assume if you're following me, a lot of you had a routine that you were following daily that I would consider a success routine. You may have been waking up to go to the gym, reading a book, listening to a certain podcast, and then following your routine throughout the day so you can have a successful day, right? And for me, it's getting up early, it's praying, reading my word, jumping on devotional with my guys, accountability call, jumping off of that, working out. Like, I had a whole success routine in place, and then COVID-19 came. But for me, I didn't switch my routine up to the point where I stopped following a routine that would lead me to success, that would help me become more resilient, that would help me advance, right? I had to make some minor adjustments, and that's just the reality. You have to make adjustments. But I made adjustments, but I kept my success routine. A lot of people right now, because you're home, because you have this excess time that you feel as though you have, you're wasting it, right? You're wasting the time. And we don't get more time. That's the thing about it. You've always had this time, but now you're wasting it because you feel as though you have the luxury of having an abundance of time. You've always had the same 24 hours. You just were somewhere else. You may have been at a job, school, whatever it was, but it's always been the same 24 hours. But now in your mind, you're thinking like, oh man, I got extra time to watch Netflix and do all this other stuff. And then granted, I'm not saying those things are wrong because I do it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my fiance have times at night where we get together and we just watch movies or we watch a show or whatever. But at the same time, we're both so locked into our routine. I get up and do my thing. She get up and does her thing. And from 7:30 to 3:30 or 4:30, we're locked in our routine. It's not conditional. It's not because something happened that I'm going to just completely stop doing everything that was bringing me success. I'm not going to stop getting up early to read my word and pray and do my accountability calls and tap in with my business and do all these other different things because the condition isn't right. Because if so, then it's conditional. And then you have to be in a certain place where you feel as though you need all of the conditions right to follow your routine, to go along with your routine that was bringing you success. And if you don't have a success routine, this is the time to create it because you now have this abundance of time, I guess, right? you now have this time to do so. So step one, do not deviate from your success routine. It's not conditional. And if you do not have a routine, this is the time for you to create a routine that leads you to success. So when this storm is over, you'll come out much better than you came into it, right? Right. So for a lot of people during this time, because the gyms aren't open, they're going to completely slack off on working out completely because they lost all motivation. They don't feel like working out at home. They don't feel like going outside for a jog or a walk. They don't feel like doing push-ups. They don't feel like doing squats with no weights around. The conditions aren't right for them. So they're letting go of their routine. But when the storm is over, all of their results are going to be gone as well. They're going to be starting from scratch. They may be even worse than when they came in. So this isn't the time to let go of your routine. So again, step one, do not deviate from your success routine. And if you don't have one, this is the time to create one. All right, step two. Again, this is going to be quick, y'all. I'm not going to be on this live long. This is going to be quick. Step two, you have to trim the fat. What do you mean by that, Nate? Trim the fat means this. You have to get rid of what's not important right now. We was on a call this morning and we're talking about essential things that are essential in your life that you need to survive, and then non-essential things that you don't necessarily need. This is that time to trim the fat. And when I talk about fat, I'm talking about everything. This is expenses. This is you ordering clothes, whatever it is, ordering out food. This can be you trimming the fat from people who you thought were friends that were actually not adding any value to you. And this time of this pandemic is exposing that. So this is time for you to trim the fat, all of it. Focus on what's important, what truly matters to you right now, what really matters, right? For me, it's always been faith, my family, my health, my fitness, and my finances. Those things haven't changed. I trimmed the fat a long time ago, but I'm noticing other people are starting to trim the fat. They're starting to focus on what's most important. I was on a bike path the other day. Well, I wasn't on the bike path. I was driving by the bike path. And usually you'll catch 2 or 3 people out there jogging or something, or maybe power walking, walking their dog. I drove by the other day and it was a bunch of people out there like really getting to the money. And they weren't together. You know, they were practicing social distancing, but they were outside exercising because they realized what's important right now. Actually, not even what's important right now, what's always been important. They're noticing now because they're starting to trim the fat. Like, all right, my health is super important. I really need to focus on this. Granted, they should have been doing that a long time ago, but it is what it is. I'm glad they're seeing the importance of it now. So again, step two, trim the fat. Figure out what's important, and whatever isn't important, like really important, it's time to let it go right now. It's time to let it go and really get that laser focus. And then step three, this is the last one, is to get accountability. Accountability is everything, man. I'm in accountability groups. I'm a part of Breathe University. Some of you might even be on here from BU. What's up? Get accountability. It's huge. Even if you just get an accountability partner, just one person, you need someone to be accountable to, someone that you can reach out to, and they don't even have to respond back to you. Like I have an accountability partner and we're working on certain things. So I'm trying to read. I'm not even trying to read. I'm reading this book, and I needed someone to hold me accountable to making sure that I do it daily, 5-10 pages a day, daily, but be intentional when I'm reading, not just reading just to read. And what I'll do is, or what I did was send that individual a book, like an emoji of the book. And that's it. That's my accountability right there. And it would get to some points when it'd be like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm starting to get tired. I've been up since 4, but I got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because I have someone holding me accountable to it. I don't want to look like someone who goes back on their word. My word is solid. I want my word to be bond. My dad used to say that your word is bond. Your word is bond. And it's like, that's what I want. So get you an accountability partner. It's extremely important for everything you're doing. Every facet of life, you can have someone hold you accountable. That way you can elevate and not backtrack. Someone that'll be on you. You know what I'm saying? Someone that can push you forward. It's super important. Get into a community, an online community, get in BU if you need to. Breathe University, just get with somebody. I don't care who it is, but you need accountability. No matter how dope you think you are or how much you think you have it together, accountability is huge, and so is community. So again, I'm gonna run through the 3 steps to building resiliency today. Like right now, if you apply these today, I promise you, it's going to help you to build resiliency, especially for this time that we're in with COVID-19 and this storm. First step, Do not deviate from your success routine. Your routine is not, it's not conditional. It's not optional. Do not deviate from that routine, especially now because it's so easy to do. Do not deviate from it. Step one. Step two, trim the fat. Find out what's important. Find out where's the meaty section. Find out what you actually need. And everything you don't, cut it off. You don't need it. Cut it off because it's taking from you. It's not adding to you. If it's not adding value to you, cut it off. You don't need it. And the third step, get accountability. I don't care if you DM me, reach out to me, maybe I can hold you accountable for something. Whatever it is, get in a group, get with somebody, but get accountability. It is huge in every facet of life. So again, I just wanted to jump on here and share that. Use this live, man. I'm loving this this StreamYard platform that I have. I'm going to use it a lot more, and I'll be doing some webinars soon on resiliency and mental strength. And then I'll also be transitioning and doing some things for college students as well. So if you know any college students, or if your child is a college student, or if you're a college student, hit me up. But I'm going to be jumping on here more often. I appreciate you guys. Again, please share this. You never know how this information can help somebody else. Do not be selfish with it. Do not just ignore it. It's really simple. Hit the share button. It's not going to cost you anything. It's free. And I appreciate it. I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed.